Hey all, my name is Mridula Murali. I am pursuing Master of Science in Business Analytics and Information System at University of South Florida. Today I am going to give you a brief introduction of how to build a model using Azure Machine Learning Studio. So let's start our Azure Machine Learning Studio. So we can take a blank new experiment here. So I am taking the dataset. So this is a legendary Titanic dataset from Kaggle. So we can visualize the dataset here. So I'm having a total of 891 rows and 12 columns. So we are predicting here whether a person survived or not. So this is our data set. So now just let's close it. So now first of all we need to perform the data transformation. So for that we can select the select columns in dataset. We can use the select column in dataset to limit our data columns and to avoid the overfitting problem. So these are the columns which I have selected. So after that we can edit the metadata. We use the edit metadata to convert it into categorical. We can change it here to make categorical. So for that we can select the columns. We are selecting it as categorical. And now we can clean the missing data. So for clean the missing data, I am taking to clean the missing data for both numeric and string values. So we can just select it here. So next we can take launch column selector. So we can specify the column names. So I am specifying the age. Okay, so for numeric I have taken this. I am cleaning mode. I am replacing it with median. And for next one, for the string values, I am going to select for cabin and embarked, which we saw before. Next I am replacing it with mode. Now we have performed the data transformation. So next we can take the model from machine learning initialize model under classification to class decision forest. So this is my model, and next we need to train the model. So we can train the model using train model here, and we can connect it here. So before training the model we need to split the data. See here we can take the split data. So usually we split the data as training and testing. So we can specify here as 0.8 means I am splitting it as 80-20. So I am giving the input here, and the 80% I am giving to train the model. And in the train model I can specify the column which I want to train. So here I am giving survived because I want to predict the survive column. So at last we can give evaluate model. So before that we need to give the score model. We use score model to make the predictions of our trained data, and we use evaluate model to make the decisions to measure the accuracy of our trained model. So we can specify it, the input here, and the remaining 20% we can give here, and we can give the output of the score model here. So now our data model is ready. So now it's ready. We can just save it and run it. So it has finished running. We can see the evaluation result here. So we can see this ROC curve. So this is predicting the result. So if we went through the line, it means it's making random prediction. So here it is making precise prediction, and if we went through the right, it means it's making wrong predictions. So next we can see the detailed here. So it is having accuracy of 82%, precision of 85%, and AUC area under the curve of 83%. Now we can deploy, that is set up the web service. We use a set up web service to test it against unknown dataset. So this is our web service input. This is our score model. We can connect it directly here. And in the select column in dataset, we can remove the survived because we have trained the model to make the prediction for the survived. And in the likewise in the edit method also we can remove it. And now we can just run it. So it have finished running. Now we can deploy to the web service. So now we can test it against a value. So we can specify the p class as 1, it is male, let the age be 23, have 00, and cabin we can give us V35 and embarked as 0. So just run it. So it is predicting survived as 0. So this was a brief introduction of the Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Studio. Thank you.